Go ahead with questions for Trent Brown.
Trent, how'd you see tonight's game from a team perspective? What'd you like? What can you work on?
Obviously, a lot to like, but a lot to not like. It's the first game, a lot of kinks to iron out, but a lot of excitement. Obviously, this is a special place to play in front of, and a lot of guys in the locker room hadn't seen that place at full effect yet. So I think they were really excited. I'm glad we were able to come out and get a win, but obviously we got to work on some transition defense, obviously myself included. Sorry, am I too close? But I think it was a happy locker room. Obviously, anytime you can get a win in college basketball, it's a good thing. It's a really hard thing to do, but everyone did their part, and I'm really proud of them.
What'd you like about the team's defense in the first half? What do you think can be worked on from the second half?
You just when you're on the other side of the court, away from the bench, obviously the coaches aren't in your ear talking to you. So we just have to be better communicators. Myself and the leaders on this team got to lead the correct way, especially starting off on a good note. But I think we moved the ball really well. We stayed in front of the ball on the defensive end really well in the first half, forced them into tough shots. We got a key on better shooters than we did, but I'm happy about it.
5 guys in double figures offensively, better than 50% shooting from the field. Is that the kind of start team kind of hope for in terms of establishing some balance and working inside out?
Absolutely. I mean, any given night, somebody can go off on this team. It's a product of how much work we've put in over the last 5 months. There's a lot of people who can score in a lot of different ways, and the ball really moves with this team. So, yeah, I'm not surprised by what happened tonight. I see in practice all the time. Certain guys come alive, and certain guys that didn't tonight will later in the season. I can promise you that. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think just everyone, it was a good team win.
And a lot of fresh faces in the locker room and on the court today, and they seem to step it up, coming off the bench. And how you see that going? You've been here a while and seeing all these new teammates coming.
I think it was great. Like I said at the beginning, they're super excited to play in front of the fans, in front of the dog pound. Just a super energetic place, and they get really into it. It obviously helps when we play better. But I think it was great to see some of the new faces out there contributing and moving the ball and running our system and doing everything they can to get a win. That's what this team's all about.
And he's not in here, so I don't know if we're going to talk to him, but Clarence Rupert today, double-double, he showed out as well.
He's a stud. Plain and simple. I mean, he's got so much energy. He's the one who really was talking to me and getting me going, him and X in the locker room at halftime. So I give credit to them a ton. And even Jared Hensley on the bench was talking to me a bunch. So, but yeah, back to Clarence. He's a workhorse, and we're going to need him all year.
What are your personal thoughts this year stepping into more of a leadership role here on the SIU team?
Just being better for myself. No job too small, but I think for myself, I have to know that I'm not my best every time I'm telling someone else to do something. Like, there's stuff for me to work on too. So just keeping that in perspective, I think is going to help us a long ways.
Okay. Thank you, Trent.
Thank you, Trent.
Thanks, Trent.
Trent, we'll get you down to the court for radio.
Okay.
And then let's get Xavier in for a quick interview. Okay, Xavier Johnson, questions?
All right. 20 points, game high tonight. Seemed like you found that happy balance between attacking and setting up your teammates. Was tonight kind of the style of game you hope to be playing this year from that perspective?
I'm just grateful to be on the court. These past 5 months coming off an injury, I'm just grateful by God and Riley and Colton and everybody's been helping my rehab process to get me out here and just being on the court and just focusing on playing hard, just letting it come to me, not trying to force anything, but like you said, just trying to be more aggressive, and then that also helped me get my teammates open and have shots, so I'm happy for those guys.
How proud of you were that cross-court down you dropped on Clarence in transition early in that game?
I'm definitely happy for it. That's one thing we wanted to focus on, just defense, rebounding, trying to get out in transition, and that's one thing we're trying to do this year differently. And Clarence is great. Like, he has a lot of energy. He can definitely run the floor. So it's great to reward him for running so hard.
I was gonna ask, that's the same question I just asked Trent, though. What do you think the difference was kind of from the first half defense to the second half defense?
I think just a little bit of a lack of focus, just coming out a little flat. I think we have to do a better job from a maturity standpoint, just carrying over what we're doing, just keeping our foot on guys' necks and not relaxing a little bit. I think we're relaxed, but you know we can learn from that. We're just happy to get the win, but continue to grow and continue to learn.
Overall, what did you most like about what happened out there tonight?
I just like the fact that everybody had fun. We played hard and we were able to win. You know, it's hard to win in college basketball, like Trent was saying, but the fact that we came out here and be able to win just means a lot. It's the start of something great going on, but now we just enjoy this for the night and we go back in the film and get ready to learn and get better.
Same kind of thing I was asking Trent. You came in last year, you kind of took your role in the beginning of the season and showed why you belong in the starting lineup, and it seems like you've got some people on this team trying to do the same thing with these, you know, with the transfers and the new kids and just all the new players.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I was in that same position last year, so continue to try to encourage guys. And, you know, we got a lot of core guys out this summer. So they got thrown into the fire a little bit with a lot of people being out, so they didn't really have anybody to follow after. So just continue to talk to those guys and continue to just have them continue to buy into the habits, into the role, just trying to get them to understand it day by day. It's going to be really big, and I think they've done a really good job, and they're continuing to learn. So it's going to be a long season, and I have ultimate faith in these guys that they continue to get better each and every day.
With the new guys coming in this year, has there been really much of a change of atmosphere of the team's overall, you know, just team atmosphere this year?
For sure. I think we have a really close team. I think guys are starting to build friendships outside of the court rather than just teammates. And I think that's going to help us in the long run, just being more connected and being more together in the future.
Like Clarence today had his double-double and talked about injuries with Cade being out, kind of to really step in and fill that spot where maybe those minutes would be split otherwise. But he had a good game today.
Yeah, for sure. Like Trevor said, Clarence is a dog, man. He brings a lot of energy to this team. We need that from him. You know, he brings like a lot of energy. He gets me going. He gets a lot of the guys going. So we need that from him. It's a big night for him, and he'll continue to grow. He'll continue to improve and do even more. So I look forward to that from him.
Anything else for X? Okay, thank you.